Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader Guide, Officer Guide, Vanguard Officer Guide. Let's go!
Are you ready for Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader? As I am. The Emperor protects.
And now we're gonna check Archetype Officer Vanguard. Vanguard, as I said, same applies for Warrior and same applies for the Officer. This is the tankiest option that you can pick, or better to say, this is a tanky Officer. Vanguard's passive, so I repeat myself again, I guess, the more you get whacked, the stronger you are. That's the passive. Vanguard's ulti is not as good as Officer's ulti, so when you play as an Officer Vanguard, you would like to use Officer's ulti, not Vanguard's ulti. Now, as I said before, all of the Vanguard's active abilities are absolutely great, but this is different than a Warrior now, because now our most important ability would be follow my lead as an Officer Vanguard. Also, a very useful ability would be Disposal on an Officer Vanguard. And the bread and butter ability, and the most important one, would be Wall of Rockrit, where you're gonna upgrade Wall of Rockrit with Ferrocrit through talents. And that's when Vanguard Officer becomes really good, a good AoE tanky support. Of course, you will always need to be in a defensive stance. Now, as far as talents go, you want heavy armor talents, defensive talents, parry talents, everything that buffs armor talents, taunts, and every talent that buffs your Rockrit ability, like Ferrocrit here. If you are confused, you can always check my Warrior guide for the Vanguard, where I explained all of the talents in detail, so there is no need to do it for the Vanguard here as well, because it's the same freaking thing. Warrior Vanguard is a mega tank, while Officer Vanguard is just a tank, but he can make allies play again. Okay, that's the difference, the main difference. For the detailed explanation of what each talent does, check my Warrior Vanguard guide. And what's left from the Officer is his ultimate upgrades. Now let's see what they do and place them in order. The target of Finest Hour gains more bonuses. During their extra turn, the target deals Officer Fellowship bonus divided by 2 damage. Until the end of combat, the target gains the effect of Voice of Command. Great upgrade for the ulti. Now we go to the upgrade 2. The target of Finest Hour gains more bonuses. All negative effects are immediately removed from the target. Until the end of the Officer's next turn, the target cannot die. Its wounds cannot be reduced below 1. Also, how would I divide this to? Easier difficulties, you will profit with upgrade 1. Harder difficulties, you will profit more with upgrade 2. The target gains temporary wounds until the end of combat by probably Fellowship calculation. Yeah, 3 times Officer Fellowship calculation. Well, very simple. When you target an ally with ulti and you tell them to play again with unlimited action points and movement points, they gonna gain temporary wounds as well, or better to say, their health will go up. Solid upgrade. And the final one is when the Finest Hour gains more bonuses during the extra turn. Any kill made by the target restores 1 action point and 1 movement point up to Fellowship times. The target can redirect the ability with their remaining action points and movement points to another target. Now, I played and I tested everything, okay. And I would say that the upgrade 4 is the one I benefited the most from, alright. And because again, you transfer those action points and movement points non-stop, so it's quite useful, you know. So how would I say that you should play an upgrade ultimate for the Officer, for the flat Officer? This should be the first one that you're gonna learn no matter the difficulty. Now, if you play on a harder difficulty, you will go 4-2. If you play on an easier difficulty, you will go with 4-1. That's about it. Now, what is the most important ulti upgrade for the Officer Vanguard? Officer Vanguard will profit the most out of the upgrade 4 because we scale with Fellowship as an officer, and now when we're a Vanguard, our ulti will scale with Fellowship as well. In other words, you gain more momentum when you're whacked. That's the ulti. After we upgrade 4 on Vanguard's ulti, the next one we wanna learn is upgrade 3. Okay, because we are a support Vanguard after all, an officer support Vanguard, so it's 4, then it's 3. You can ignore 1 and 2. In case of characteristics and other abilities, recommended ones are the ones that you're gonna go for. It's good with recommended, they did it well with recommendations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I thank to all of my patrons and all of the members on my YouTube channel. As always, thank you all for your support, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Are you ready for Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader? As I am. The Emperor protects.